What if I told you that the symbol of one of the world's biggest companies wasn't some flashy logo, but a cheap, plain wooden door? Today, we're diving into the powerful mindset of Jeff Bezos, the guy who built a global empire from a garage. And believe it or not, it all started with his desk.
It sounds kind of crazy, right? But one of the richest people on the planet literally started his company using an old door for a desk. And that one simple object, well, it tells us everything we need to know about what it really takes to build incredible success from nothing.
I'm sharing this millionaire's story in clear, professional English so we can get inspired and level up our vocabulary together. Let's analyze the mindset of Jeff Bezos. We're going to uncover his secrets to success, and you'll pick up some powerful new words for your own journey. Let's get into it.
Okay, so picture this. It's 1994. Jeff Bezos has this amazing, high-paying job on Wall Street. I mean, he was successful, he was secure, he was totally set. But he saw something that pretty much everyone else was missing. He saw a massive opportunity. The internet was exploding, growing at something like 2,000% a year. He knew, deep down, this was a once-in-a-lifetime chance, the perfect moment to build something brand new.
So this was the huge choice he had to make. On one side, you've got the safe, comfortable Wall Street career with a big salary. And on the other, the total unknown. A wild idea for an internet startup with no salary and zero certainty it would work.
And you know what he did? He took the risk, a huge one. He quit his job, packed up his life, and drove across the country to a little house in Seattle to start an online bookstore out of his garage. His boss, his friends, his family, they all thought he was nuts. And the reality of this new business was not glamorous at all. He and his first few employees were working in this cold, cramped garage, literally packing books on their knees on the floor because they couldn't even afford proper tables. So, what's a guy to do? He just went to the local hardware store, bought a wooden door, and screwed some legs onto it. And just like that, the legendary door desk was born.
And this quote just says it all. The door desk wasn't just about being cheap. It was a symbol. It was a constant physical reminder to be frugal, to put every single penny into things that actually made a difference for the customer, like faster computers or getting more books in stock.
But that early focus on saving money was about to be put to the ultimate test. The road ahead was anything but easy, because as the year 2000 rolled around, the entire tech world was about to face a disaster that almost wiped his company off the map, the dot-com crash.
I mean, really think about that for a second. Imagine you've poured your entire life, all your money, all your energy into building something, and then in just a few months, it's worth almost nothing. The whole world is calling you a failure. What do you do?
And this wasn't just some small dip. We're talking about the stock price falling by a jaw-dropping 90%. The experts on TV were writing the company's obituary, and pretty much everyone was telling him it was time to quit. So, how on earth did he survive?
He survived through pure resilience. This is such a great word. It's that inner power to get back up after you've been knocked down hard. It's the ability to bounce back from a massive setback. While everyone else was panicking and failing, he just kept his head down, focused on his long-term plan, and weathered the storm.
And that experience, that brush with total failure, it actually forged a core philosophy that would fuel the company's insane growth for years. It's a concept he calls the day one mentality.
This one simple phrase became the heartbeat of his entire empire. The big idea is that you should always operate with the energy and hunger and customer focus of a brand new startup, even when you're a massive global company.
So, this mentality isn't just some catchy slogan he puts on a poster. It's a very specific way of thinking that he baked right into the company's culture. It's the framework they use to make decisions and to keep innovating.
So think about the difference between day one and day two. Day one is all about being hungry, moving fast, trying new things, and winning for your customers. Day two? Well, day two is what he's terrified of. That's when you get comfortable, you get slow, you become irrelevant. Day two is the beginning of the end. And that's why he teaches his teams to actively reject the day two mentality. It's their job to say no to becoming complacent. They have to fight against slowing down and always be challenging how things are done. That's how they keep their edge.
So when you just step back and look at the whole journey, it's pretty incredible. From a cold garage with a door for a desk, through a complete market meltdown that should have destroyed him, he built a global empire
by just sticking to these simple, powerful ideas.
Okay, so that's a cool story, but why does it matter for us? What's the big lesson we can pull from the door desk in this whole day one thing?
It's this, plain and simple. Mindset is everything. You don't need a fancy office or a huge pile of cash to get started. Real, lasting success doesn't start with resources. It starts with how you think.
The path is actually pretty clear. First, start small, just like he did with that desk made from a door. Second, think big. Have a vision that's strong enough to get you through the tough times. And third, and this is the most important part, never stop learning. Always keep that day one mindset. Stay hungry.
And hey, just like we promised, here's a quick look at those powerful vocabulary words we covered. We talked about spotting an opportunity, taking a calculated risk, having the resilience to keep going, building the right mentality, and knowing when to reject bad ideas like getting complacent. So I'm going to leave you with this question to think about. Whether it's in your job, a side project, or just learning something new, what is your day one? What's one thing you can tackle today with that fresh energy and focus, like it's the very beginning?
To grow your English and your mindset every day, hit subscribe and join our community. Let's succeed together. See ya!